Welcome to Night Cosmos. Tonight we explore a question that has haunted humanity for centuries. Could aliens already be here, hidden among us? As you close your eyes and prepare for sleep, let your imagination drift through history, myth, and mystery. The idea of beings from other worlds walking beside us is not just science fiction, it's embedded deep in our past. Ancient texts speak of gods descending from the stars. Cultures across the globe tell stories of strange visitors who taught them knowledge they couldn't have discovered alone. Are these tales just imagination, or are they distorted memories of real encounters? In our modern age, this idea has taken new form. Some believe extraterrestrials live secretly among us, disguised as humans, studying us, influencing us. If true, they could be anywhere. Next to you, in a crowd, across the street. Listening now, subscribe to our channel and join us as we dive deeper into this quiet enigma. Let the stars above you guide the way. The idea that aliens may already be on Earth is both thrilling and unsettling. Most of us imagine contact as a dramatic event, a ship landing, a message from the stars. But what if it's already happened, silently? Scientists like Carl Sagan once considered the possibility that advanced civilizations might observe less developed ones discreetly, much like we watch animals in the wild. It's called the zoo hypothesis. In this scenario, Earth is not alone. It's under quiet observation. We go about our lives unaware while something watches from the shadows. Maybe they don't want to interfere, maybe they're waiting, or maybe they walk among us already. Some believe that aliens have developed ways to blend in, hiding in plain sight, with technology or biological mimicry. To the casual eye, they would appear perfectly human, but subtle differences might remain. Odd behavior, strange energy, unplaceable intuition. Could you recognize someone who doesn't belong? Ancient cultures might have left us more than just myths. They may have documented encounters with beings not of this world. The Dogon people of Mali, for example, possessed knowledge of the Sirius star system long before modern science confirmed it. They spoke of beings from Sirius who came down to Earth, bringing wisdom. In India, ancient texts like the Mahabharata describe flying machines and wars in the sky. The Sumerians carved images of figures in helmets, surrounded by celestial symbols. Were these just metaphors or memories? Some researchers believe that these accounts suggest past contact, visitors who shaped early human civilization. And if they came once, who's to say they ever left? Perhaps they remained, hidden in remote places or behind the veil of time, observing as we grew. These old stories may not be proof, but they raise a question too persistent to ignore. Why are there so many of them so similar across so many distant cultures? Modern UFO sightings have often been dismissed, but some reports carry a chilling consistency. Bright lights, silent motion, sudden disappearances. People describe figures with glowing eyes, unusually smooth skin, or an unblinking stare that feels too intense. Sometimes they appear only briefly, on the side of a road, in a dream, in a moment of deep meditation. These experiences are often brushed off as imagination, sleep paralysis, or hallucination. But what if they're not? What if some of us are sensitive to something others can't perceive? In cities and quiet towns alike, stories persist of people who seem strange but unremarkable. Until they vanish. No background, no history, no trace. There are whispers of mysterious government projects, secret agreements, and unexplained disappearances. While much remains speculation, the patterns suggest one thing. Something is watching us, and perhaps some of it is already here. Some believe aliens live among us not as infiltrators, but as observers. In this theory, they walk our streets, ride our trains, maybe even sit in our cafes collecting data, learning, blending in. These beings would need to understand human behavior, language, and emotion. They might mimic our expressions, repeat our gestures, even imitate our flaws. But perfection is hard to fake. Some stories speak of people who seem almost too normal, polite but detached, always watching. Their words sound slightly off, their smiles just a little delayed. Others describe strangers who appear in moments of crisis, offering help, then vanishing without a trace. Are they real? Or is it our imagination, painting meaning onto the unknown? Still, these tales are hard to ignore. Maybe these visitors mean no harm. Maybe they're here out of curiosity or even concern. After all, Wouldn't we do the same if we discovered life on another world? In rare moments, the illusion may slip. A glance too long, a word that doesn't fit, a silence filled with something more than absence. Those who believe in hidden aliens among us often speak of these moments, tiny fractures in normalcy that hint at something deeper. Sometimes, it's the way someone stares at the stars as if remembering home, or how they ask strange questions, not out of ignorance, but fascination. What does it feel like to dream? Why do humans lie? These aren't the questions of someone born here, and yet they could be yours. The lines between alien and human may not be so clear. If life is common in the universe, and evolution follows certain paths, maybe we're not so different. Maybe the beings among us are not just observers, but long-lost cousins. Time, space, and memory separating us, watching us with longing, or perhaps regret. Visitors, yes, but also mirrors. There are those who claim to have met them, not in the sky, but face to face. These encounters often come with a strange calm, like being pulled into a dream. Time slows, words are few. Communication happens through feelings or thought, not speech. The beings are described in many ways. Tall, pale, emotionless, or small, curious, glowing softly. Sometimes they appear in pairs, other times alone. Often, the person involved is left with no physical evidence, only a deep memory that refuses to fade. These experiences are deeply personal, and many who have them stay silent for years. The fear of ridicule is strong, but across continents and cultures, the stories echo each other. The beings offer no threats, only presence, as if reminding us we are not alone. Could these encounters be tests? Accidents? Or are they quiet invitations to see the world differently, to open our minds and remember something long forgotten? Governments around the world have long been accused of hiding the truth. Declassified files speak of aerial phenomena, unexplained encounters, and pilots reporting crafts defying physics. But beyond the flying objects, some whispers suggest something stranger, that contact has already been made and kept secret. Whistleblowers talk of underground facilities, agreements with non-human entities, and individuals trained to interact with them. It sounds like science fiction, but parts of it have leaked over time. If even a fraction is true, the implications are staggering. Why hide such a truth? Maybe to avoid panic, or maybe to protect something, perhaps even the visitors themselves. If they live among us, blending in, revealing them could change everything. Religion, science, identity, all would shift. For now, the truth may remain hidden, but sometimes, in silence, we can sense it. A quiet presence, a strange familiarity, a feeling that someone else is watching the stars with us. One curious theory suggests that if aliens are here, they may not be biological at all. As civilizations advance, it's believed they might move beyond flesh and bone into machines, consciousness, or something in between. These post-biological beings could easily slip through our world undetected, using avatars, projections, or even inhabiting human forms temporarily. They wouldn't need ships or weapons, they would be pure presence. Observers, wrapped in illusion. Their appearance could shift depending on who sees them. Some might interpret them as angels, spirits, or lights in the sky. Others might feel them as emotions, voices, or dreams. If these entities are real, they could live among us without ever being seen, influencing thought, nudging events, guiding progress. They may be scientists or caretakers, or something we can't yet define, but perhaps we've already felt their presence. In moments of insight, in whispers of wonder, in the stillness of the night. Children sometimes speak of invisible friends who seem too vivid to be imaginary. People wake from dreams convinced they've spoken with something not of this world. A voice, a presence, a guide. Throughout history, mystics and visionaries have described beings of light, wisdom, or impossible origin. What if all these experiences point to the same truth? That we are not alone. Not in space, not even here. The visitors among us may not always take physical form. They might exist just outside our senses, waiting for the right moment to connect. Maybe they choose those who listen closely, those whose minds are open, even as they drift into sleep. You, right now, listening to this, may be closer to them than you think. So rest gently and allow the mystery to settle like stardust around you. In the silence, you may hear them too. And they don't knock, they whisper. In the quiet moments, when the world fades away and sleep takes over, You might sense something, a presence, a shift in the air, a fleeting thought that doesn't quite belong to you. Could this be the touch of those who walk among us in secret? The boundary between the conscious and the unconscious is thin, and in this space, the hidden visitors may reveal themselves. Maybe they don't need to announce their presence in grand gestures or flashy displays. Perhaps their method is more subtle, more integrated into the fabric of our daily lives. The constant hum of the universe might be their language. We might hear it in a sudden insight, in a fleeting connection with another person, or in a dream that seems too vivid, too real. As you close your eyes tonight, remember, the cosmos is vast, and within it, the possibilities are endless. Maybe, just maybe, the stars are not as far away as they seem. If aliens do walk among us, they may not be as foreign as we imagine. Perhaps they are reflections of us, beings who have evolved in ways we cannot yet comprehend. Maybe they come from a future timeline, from a parallel dimension, or from a distant world, but they are still us in some form. In this sense, their presence would not be an invasion, but a reunion. After all, if the universe is a vast, interconnected web, then it's possible that all life, human and alien alike, is part of the same cosmic thread. What if the visitors are here, not to conquer, but to remind us of this truth? To help us recognize the interconnectedness of all things. As we look to the stars, we might not only be searching for them, we might be searching for ourselves. Perhaps they are the ones who have been waiting for us to remember. As strange as it may seem, the idea that aliens could be already living among us is not new. Throughout history, people have claimed to encounter beings of light, strange figures with otherworldly knowledge, or even those who seem to possess a deep understanding of the universe's mysteries. These encounters often occur in moments of intense emotion, such as during near-death experiences, moments of great personal insight, or times of deep meditation. Could it be that these visitors appear when our minds are open to higher truths? When our consciousness is attuned to the frequency of the cosmos? Perhaps they choose to make themselves known to those who are seeking something more, who are ready to expand their understanding of the universe. In this way, their presence would be a gift, not a shock, a gentle nudge towards something greater. The idea of aliens among us raises more questions than answers. Why would they hide? And for how long? Could they have been here for centuries or even millennia? Perhaps they are here to guide us through a period of great transformation, when humanity is on the brink of discovering the true nature of the cosmos. This could explain why their presence has remained largely invisible to us. They're waiting for the right time to reveal themselves. If the visitors are indeed advanced beings, they would understand the fragility of human society. Perhaps they fear that too sudden an exposure would cause chaos, or worse, destroy the delicate balance we've achieved. So they watch, they wait, and when the time is right, they will make their presence known. Not in grand gestures, but in quiet moments of awakening, when we are ready to understand. As humanity explores the depths of space, the possibility of encountering alien civilizations grows more likely. But what if the answer has been right in front of us all along? What if the first true contact with aliens isn't a dramatic meeting on some distant planet or moon, but a quiet realization that they've been here all this time? The discovery of extraterrestrial life would revolutionize our understanding of the universe, but perhaps it's not the dramatic event we expect. Instead, it might be a slow unraveling, a gentle process of awakening. What if the universe itself is filled with subtle signs, hints, and mysteries, each pointing to the fact that we are not alone? Could it be that aliens are already among us, not as invaders, but as quiet witnesses to our growth? Their presence might be a reminder that we are part of something much larger, a cosmic web that stretches far beyond our understanding. For many, the idea of aliens among us feels too fantastical to be true, and yet the evidence is there, hidden in plain sight. From strange objects in the sky to unexplained phenomena on Earth, there are countless reports that suggest something extraordinary is happening. People have seen lights in the sky that defy explanation, witnessed craft that move in ways no human technology can replicate, and experienced strange encounters that leave them questioning their understanding of reality. While many of these reports are dismissed as misidentifications or hoaxes, the sheer number and consistency of these accounts raise an important question. What if they're right? What if we're simply missing the signs? Perhaps we've been conditioned to overlook the extraordinary in favor of the ordinary. But as we open our minds and hearts to the unknown, we might begin to see what has been there all along, the subtle presence of alien visitors waiting for us to notice. Some scientists believe that alien civilizations are far more advanced than our own and that they have learned to transcend physical form. This could explain why we haven't yet encountered them in the traditional sense, because they are not bound by the same limitations we are. Instead of traveling vast distances through space, they may exist in a different state of being, one that transcends time and space as we understand it. If this is true, then the aliens among us might not be visible in the way we expect. They could be interacting with us on a level we don't yet comprehend. Perhaps they communicate through thought, emotion, or even energy. If we are ever to understand their true nature, we must expand our consciousness and our perceptions of reality. The first step in meeting these visitors may be learning to see the world and the universe through new eyes. The search for extraterrestrial life has been one of humanity's greatest endeavors. We've launched spacecraft to distant planets and moons, hoping to find evidence of life beyond Earth. But what if the discovery we seek is not on some faraway world, but here, hidden in plain sight? We often look outward, scanning the skies for signs of alien life, but we rarely look inward at the strange and unexplained occurrences happening all around us. So the visitors may not be coming from distant planets or galaxies. They may be right here, living among us, disguised as one of our own. If this is true, it would challenge everything we know about reality. It would change our understanding of space, time, and life itself. And it would force us to reconsider what it means to be human. Could the first contact with aliens be more intimate and personal than we ever imagined? Imagine for a moment that you are not alone in the universe, that there are beings just like you observing from a distance. Maybe they are watching your every move, studying your habits, and learning from you. They could be the silent witnesses to your life, just as you are the silent witness to theirs. This idea might sound unsettling, but it also carries with it a profound sense of connection. Perhaps the visitors are not here to conquer or dominate. Perhaps they are simply curious, seeking to understand life from a different perspective. They may be learning from us as much as we are learning from them. In this sense, the connection between us and the visitors could be one of mutual growth, a partnership of sorts in which we both learn from each other and evolve together. Maybe, in the end, we are not so different after all. As you drift off to sleep tonight, consider the vastness of the universe and the infinite possibilities it holds. Could aliens already be among us, hidden in plain sight? Are they watching us, waiting for the right moment to make themselves known? Perhaps they are simply waiting for us to reach a point in our own evolution where we are ready to understand them. The answers may not come in the form of a sudden encounter, but in subtle shifts in consciousness, in flashes of insight, in moments of unexpected connection. When we open our minds to the possibilities, we may begin to see the signs, small clues that suggest we are not alone. The stars above us have witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations. Perhaps one day we will be ready to join them in the great cosmic dance. For now, the visitors remain silent, watching from the shadows. Their presence is subtle and their motivations unclear, but the signs are there if we know where to look. In the patterns of the stars, in the ancient myths of our ancestors, and in the strange occurrences that continue to unfold around us. Could it be that we are not alone? That aliens walk among us, watching, waiting, and perhaps even guiding us toward a future we cannot yet comprehend? The mystery remains unsolved, but one thing is certain: the universe is full of secrets, and one day the truth may be revealed, not in a flash of light, but in the quiet understanding that we have always been connected. As you lay down to rest, take a deep breath and relax. The mysteries of the universe are vast, and the truth about aliens among us may never be fully revealed. But tonight, let yourself drift into the unknown. Maybe, just maybe, the stars above you hold the key to a secret that will one day change everything. Until then, sleep peacefully, knowing that you are part of something far greater than you can imagine. And who knows, in your dreams, you might just meet the visitors who have been watching us all along. Sweet dreams and good night.